Good evening and welcome to Lagos Update on Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. This program highlights the activities of the Lagos State Governor and other state events. I'm Adeola Akindele. In the highlights of the program today, Lagos acquires new 2 tankers intra-city metropolitan trains for Red Line Rail project as Governor Sanwo-Olu visits Milwaukee Talgo facility, USA. This and more after this timeout. We'll begin today with this story. In line with his administration's commitment to traffic management and transportation, Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has acquired 2 sets of new tankers Talgo 330 km/h trains for Lagos Red Line Rail project. Governor Sanwo-Olu completed the acquisition deal of the trains on Tuesday at a public event inside the Milwaukee facilities of Spanish train manufacturer Talgo Incorporated in the United States. The trains will be heading to Lagos for the Red Line, a 37-kilometer track rail project started by Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu. The Red Line will have 11 stations, and when completed, it will be the first operational metro system in West Africa. Speaking at the event, Governor Sanwo-Olu, who was accompanied by the Lagos State Commissioner for Transportation, Frederick Oladeyinde, Special Advisor to the Governor on Works, Aramide Adeyoye, and Managing Director of Lagos Metropolitan Area Transport Authority Lamata Abimbola Akinyajo, said Lagos State Government is excited to complete the purchase of the 2 brand new trains. He said they were in Milwaukee to see things for themselves in respect of the purchase of the trains, adding that they have inspected the trains, seen their configuration, and are satisfied that they fit into the tracks of the Red Line in Lagos.
It's all about providing jobs for our people, and that's what we're doing. It's about ensuring that we can build our economy, is that our people can move from one location to another.
Governor Sanwo-Olu, accompanied by the Lagos State delegation during the visit, inspected the interior design of the newly acquired Talgo 330 km/h intra-city metropolitan train. Since the commencement of his administration on May 29, 2019, Governor Sanwo-Olu has maintained his administration's commitment to bringing the Red Line project to fruition during the lifetime of his government. The governor has specifically promised Lagosians that the first phase of the Red Line will begin by the last quarter of 2022 or first quarter of 2023 with a capacity of 500,000 passengers daily. On Tuesday, Lagos State Government signed a Memorandum of Understanding (MOU) with different transport stakeholders in the state called Consolidated Informal Transport Sector Levy. With this development, transport operators will now pay a harmonized fee of 800 naira daily for all government dues, rather than the many levies collected by different agencies at motor parks across the state. Commissioner for Finance, Rabiu Olowo, made this known at a joint news briefing at Alausa with Ministry of Transportation, Lagos State Waste Management Authority, Lagos State Environmental Protection Agency, National Union of Road Transport Workers, and Road Transport Employers Association. According to Olowo, the consolidated levy includes personal income tax for commercial drivers and conductors, cost of cleaning parks and environmental hazard, as well as local government levies. He noted that residents will be the greatest beneficiaries of the development, stating that the harmonization fees will reduce morbidity of transport fees.
The 800 naira is a consolidated transport sector levy by all agents of government and parties who are directly or indirectly are associated with the transport sector, and we mentioned them in a lot. So the government will continue its oversight responsibility in ensuring that the mode of collection of the union dues are sane and are in line with best practice.
The special advisor to the Governor on Transportation, Toyin Fayinka, stated that the development is a phase one approach towards total restructuring of the transport sector. Fayinka said all stakeholders were carried along before the final signing of the MOU, which would bring sanity into motor parks in line with best global practice.
But this 1,800 naira is one and for all. Lawman no go come to you again to ask for money. And Ojelowo local government will not give you tickets. So if you collect once in any local government, that settles it. And some people are masquerading themselves. They are no agent. They collect. This one, if you see it, you can challenge them. Where is your ticket that you are selling? If they don't have this ticket, they are not government agents.
On his part, the Lagos State Chairman of NURTW, Musiliu Akinsanya, noted that the consolidated levy will not affect collection of fees by his members at bus stops, noting that the development only affects all government levies, including taxes paid to government by the transport unions. The initiative is aimed at unifying the transportation sector geared towards the development of the state. From that story, we move to this one, which says Lagos State Government, through the Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM and the Lagos State Traffic Management Authority, LASMA, have pledged to improve the delivery of prompt, adequate and relevant travel advisory to Lagosians in accordance with the transportation and traffic management thrust of the theme's agenda. The state government made this pledge at the maiden edition of an engagement forum organized by Lagos Traffic Radio and LASMA with the theme Repositioning of Traffic Information Agencies for Better Performance. Commissioner for Transportation Frederick Oladeyinde described the role of both agencies as life-saving not only to residents of the state but also motorists plying the various routes and highways across the state. Represented by the Director of Transportation in the Ministry, Bolahon Toriola, the Commissioner said the present administration will not rest on its oars until road users enjoy free flow of traffic, and this is evident in the various investments into transportation infrastructure in the state.
Synergy between LASMA and Traffic Radio and Information Dissemination Traffic Manager is critical to the economic prosperity of our dear state, and the need for renewed effort of the government to reposition the mandate of the two agencies, especially as it relates to public engagement, prompt traffic reporting, real-time information and updates is critical for the development of the state.
On his part, Lagos State Head of Service Hakeem Muri-Okunla, who said the engagement forum will birth ideas and innovations from stakeholders across the transportation sector, described the theme of the forum as appropriate as it speaks to the first pillar of the theme's agenda. Represented by the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Transportation, Kamar Oluwoshago, the head of service also commended the general managers of both agencies and their management staff for organizing the forum, which he said will set the pace for innovation in the state transportation system.
Transportation challenges in Lagos is a collective responsibility. Therefore, we should not leave everything to government alone, because each and every one of us has a vital role to play in ensuring that we have safe and secure road transportation system across the state. The significance of an efficient transport through traffic management system can therefore not be overemphasized.
Delivering the keynote address, Commissioner for Information and Strategy, Gbenga Omotosho, describes the forum as a platform for re-strategizing and building on the existing partnership between both agencies, which was established by the state government to effectively combat traffic and transportation challenges that comes with Lagos being the fifth largest city in Africa. Reading the Riot Act to persons fond of attacking traffic managers, Omotosho noted that offenders of such acts will be fished out and dealt with in accordance with the law.
Sanwo-Olu administration committed to a greater Lagos. Compass made the six-pillar things agenda. First pillar of this agenda, traffic management and transportation, primary concern of the organization. On the score of the foregoing, permit me to recommend that the management of both organizations and your teams to continuously have the party of this nation to deliberate on ways of achieving your mandate and promoting the government's efforts. The theme of this engagement forum, the positioning of traffic information agencies for better performance, my opinion, relevant, and could not have come at a better time in view of the increasing volume of vehicles on our roads.
In their remarks, general managers of Lagos Traffic Radio and Lagos State Traffic Management Authority LASTMA, Tayo Akunle and Bolaji Oreagba reiterated the agency's commitment to serving motorists and road users first-hand travel advisory through technology.
We strongly believe that the implementation of the outcomes of this engagement will not only contribute to achieving the greater Lagos vision of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's administration, but also that of traffic management and transportation pillar of the theme's agenda.
We are all partners agency in the effort to continually move Lagos traffic forward, especially in fulfilling the first pillar known as traffic management and transportation of the theme agenda of Governor of Lagos State. This we promise we shall fulfill to the best of our ability in conjunction with the other sister government agencies involved in moving Lagos traffic forward.
Pledging that the engagement forum will not be a flash in the pan, the general managers urged participants and stakeholders to express themselves on innovative ways to improve traffic information. Also, during the week, Lagos State Ministry of Women Affairs and Poverty Alleviation reiterated its commitment to alleviating poverty by using waste recycling processes to create jobs for women-focused non-governmental organizations across the state. Speaking at a workshop held at the Women Development Center, Agege, with the theme Waste to Wealth, a tool to eradicate poverty, Commissioner for Women Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, Bolaji Dada, who was represented by the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry, Olayemi Kale-Sanwo, stressed the importance of recycling for global entrepreneurial development amongst women. According to her, Lagos State, with a high population, generates 13,000 metric tons of municipal waste daily, thereby making the Lagos State Waste Management Authority LAMA to dispose of about 7,000 tons of solid waste a day across 4 landfill sites in the state. While enumerating various developmental strategies that are opined that the waste products which emanate from wood, agriculture and waste, if properly recycled, could be used to manufacture affordable value-added panel products which have proven to be suitable alternatives for sawn timber and other wood products. Finally, on the program today, the Lagos State Safety Commission has sealed 6 lounges and nightclubs in Ikeja as part of a 2022 Zero Accident campaign, which aims to ensure that all workplaces and public facilities are safe for all visitors and workers alike. The Director General, Chief Executive Officer, Lagos State Safety Commission, Lanre Mojola, stated that the action on some bars, lounges and nightclubs became necessary due to their contravention to the state government regulations despite several efforts to ensure compliance. In his statement, he described the failure of this establishment to obtain a safety compliance certificate registered with the Safety Commission through its www.lasgsafetyreg.com portal, lack of fire extinguishers, poor hygiene and housekeeping, lack of safety signages, and also inadequate parking space, thereby causing gridlock and other safety infractions identified by the Commission. Mojola reiterated that similar enforcement exercises will take place across the state, as the Lagos State Safety Commission will continue to discharge its duties, especially when implementing the laws of the Commission towards a safer Lagos for all. He implored all business entities to regularize their safety management documentation towards achieving safer public places across the state. And with that story, we conclude this week's edition of Lagos Update, a program that highlights the activities of the Lagos State Governor and other state events. You can listen to Lagos Traffic Radio on our website www trafficradio961.ng and follow us on our various social media platforms. Twitter, Lagos Traffic 961, Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961, Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. On YouTube, subscribe to our channel, Lagos Traffic 961. You can download our app, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM from Play Store for more updates. You can also follow me on Twitter at Adiola Akindele1. Thanks to my producer, Babatunde Akinyemi, studio engineer, Oyeshola Ola, with support from the social media team. The executive producer is Tayo Akunle. I'm Adiola Akindele. Next week is another date. Stay blessed and stay safe.